Okay. We'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call this meeting of the Monongalia County Commission to order. It is Wednesday, May 29th, 2024, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let the record reflect that all three commissioners are present. First item on the agenda is consent and approval with our county administrator, Renetta McClure. Good morning, Renetta.
Good morning.
Renetta.
Good morning. You have no exonerations to approve. Minutes for May 22nd, 2024. Vouchers, General County, $455,624.77. Chestnut Ridge Park, $1,855. Camp Muffley, $2,091.90. Payroll, $1,120,290.32. University Town Center, TIF, $422,259.68. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $55,741.14. Magistrate Court, $20,660. 911, $1,170.21. Home Confinement, $6,215.67. Chestnut Ridge Park, $685.19. Mason Dixon Park, $172.03. Mon County Center, $345.11. ARPA, $4,332.28 for a voucher total of $2,091,443.30. We have one budget revision for general fund that requires state approval for the county commission. Position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on the county website and fiduciary orders for May 29th, 2024.
Okay. I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items as presented.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any additional fiduciary items?
No, sir.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is introduction of new employees, personnel changes. Chestnut Ridge Park.
We have Andrew Bell. His start date is May 30th, 2024. Part-time, seasonal, without benefits. And he's going to be night ranger.
Move to approve the employee as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Sheriff Perry Palmer.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Sheriff.
I have Brandon Niga, who will be starting as a full-time court security officer on June 1st with full benefits, a starting salary of $2,909.71 per month. Just need your approval.
Great. Move to approve the Brandon Niga as court security full-time as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Welcome to the county.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Sheriff.
Prosecuting attorney.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm seeking the approval of the County Commission for two new employees. I have with me today Carl Straley, who you may recall was the prosecutor's office investigator for quite some time. We're requesting that he be hired again now under the Saukee Area 1 grant, so that's the Sexual Assault Kit Initiative. It will be a fully funded grant position with benefits that are also fully funded by the Saukee grant. And so I would just ask that you continue to support that grant and the good work that those folks are doing under our office and under our county's name.
Move to approve Mr. Straley as presented.
Second.
Oh, any questions? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Ms. Antolini, Kristen Antolini, is not able to be here today, but she has a start date of June 4th, requesting the County Commission both approve her employment as well as transition that particular position from part-time to full-time. That was the position previously held by Jennifer Stevens, who sadly will be leaving our office. As this County Commission knows, that's an abuse and neglect position, and 227 petitions were filed in 2023, just kind of highlighting the need for that position to go from part-time to full-time. So I would ask that you approve her employment to start on June 4th.
Move to approve Ms. Antolini as assistant prosecutor full-time and convert that position from part-time to full-time to fill that.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gabe.
Mecca 911.
Morning.
Morning.
Mecca 911 has hired a new employee to fill a vacant telecommunicators position. Her name is Chloe Clark. She will begin her duties on June 3rd, 2024. Her monthly salary will be $3,321 a month, and as usual, she will need to complete a probationary period. Thank you for consideration approving our staffing change.
Okay.
Move to approve Chloe Clark as telecommunicator full-time as presented.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Awesome. Thank you, Brad.
Thanks.
Do we have any other personnel? Okay. Next item on the agenda is comments from the public. We will now open the comments from the public session of the meeting. Anybody wishing to speak, just raise their hand. Come forward.
We're not.
Okay, seeing none, we'll go ahead and close comments from the public. Next item on the agenda is the presentation of the 2023 delinquent tax list. Sheriff Palmer,
Goodness.
Tax Deputy Palmer.
Don't get excited.
Sean, you have to read all of that.
Yeah, you gotta read each one.
I already have. Sorry.
So,
Thank you.
what I'm doing now is presenting you the list of delinquent taxes for 2023, the real estate, personal property taxes. And I'm asking the commission to certify the list to the county clerk to be recorded, and then if you have any questions, take care of that.
Move to certify the list as presented to be recorded by the county clerk.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Looks like the numbers have gone off a good bit.
Yeah, that's just, if you could.
So we actually looked into that, and a lot of this is paid already. This is the list that we ran as of May 1st.
Gotcha.
So then by May 10th, a lot of people came in and paid to avoid publication costs. We were able to identify 2 taxpayers that makes up about $1 million of this, and one of them is paid, the other is not. And then the others just seem to be random, mostly rental properties, it seems to be, with people that have multiple properties
Sure.
that have not paid. So.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for the info.
And just to be clear, these are taxes that are delinquent, but they will eventually be paid.
They will, yes,
Yes.
Okay?
for sure. Especially the real estate will be collected in full.
Okay.
And then personal, I think we usually have about a 98% rate of collection
Great.
on those.
And the upcoming sale in June is for the 22, not for the ones that you're showing us
Correct.
today.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is approved. Thank you. Okay. Next item on the agenda is the certification of the 2024 primary election results. Do I have a motion to certify the returns of the May 14th, 2024 primary ballot as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay. Self-explanatory. All
Long
in-
canvassing, but
Yeah.
very well-run election as usual.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Grants. Colleen Kuhn, Commission Office Manager.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so I have additional paperwork that needs to be signed for the Saki DNA grant. You've already signed the contracts, but they did not send this information, so you'll need to sign the standard conditions and assurances, the federal standard conditions and assurances, the certification form, compliance with the Equal Employment Opportunity Plan requirements, and certifications regarding lobbying, debarment, suspension, and other responsibility matters and drug-free workplace requirements. And Commissioner Bloom asked me to remind the public that the opioid funding application is available until June 7th at noon. There is a link on our website to go take people to that. So.
Okay.
Move to approve the president signing the grant documents as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, motion passes unanimously. Okay, correspondence.
I have none.
Okay.
I actually do.
Sure.
Okay,
Commissioner Bloom?
Saturday morning, this past Saturday, May 25th at 8:38, I received this email from Michael Daly. On Tuesday, I will no longer be district manager in District 4. I am assuming the duties of the district manager at District 3. Randy Harris is the new interim district engineer and will be the contact for District 4. Thank you. I did want you to know I respond on behalf of us saying, I'm truly sorry that you will not continue with us in District 4. I believe you were an integral part in addressing many of our issues. I believe this is a great loss for our district. I want to thank you for responding to my numerous requests and hope the new interim director will have the same positive approach that you had. Wishing you the best in the future. And unfortunately, there was the name, but there is no email or phone number for Randy Harris. I will reach out and get that for County Commission. So we are moving on to another individual. Thank you.
Great. Nothing from me, sir.
And I had a piece of correspondence that came through first thing this morning, which I haven't even had a chance to discuss with you guys. I discussed it with the administrator. We received an email from Yvonne Smith from the Department of Transportation, and it says, "Good morning. We received great news from Federal Highway FHWA headquarters. OST officially approved the change in recipient for the Monongalia County Commission to the West Virginia Department of Highways on 5/22/24. So the West Virginia Department of Highways will now be the recipient of the mega grant. The attached grant agreement template should be used by the West Virginia DOH to develop the grant agreement. Congratulations on the change in recipient. If you have any questions, please let me know." So that request that we had been working on has been approved. We have our kickoff meeting with them today, so that whole grant process is moving forward. And the thing I like about finally having something in writing is that agreement. There's a lot of information that's not filled in, but one thing that is filled in is an end date.
Yeah.
So we finally look towards an end date. So
Excellent.
looking forward to seeing that agreement finalized, our agreements with the Department of Highways, and us moving forward on that project. So
Wonderful.
any other correspondence?
I don't think so.
Okay. Unfinished business? None. New business. To consider for approval requisition number 28 for the Series 2021B Harmony Grove Phase 1 Project Fund.
Requisition is for $38,883.
$83.96.
Move to approve the requisition as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Consideration to approve requisition number 4 for the Series 2021B Harmony Grove Phase 1 Administrative Expense Fund.
The requisition is for $16,698.75.
Move to approve requisition number 4 as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Consideration to approve the construction agreement with Veritas Contracting for the renovations of the courthouse lobby.
Pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments on it?
Just that we're still waiting for the construction schedule. We want to add that as an attachment to the actual contract. So I would appreciate it if you guys could go ahead and approve it so we can at least get that process moving and get that signed, and then we will finalize that whenever the construction schedule gets added.
Move to approve the construction agreement as it's presented now, leaving open the ability to add the addendum for the construction schedule as it comes later.
Second.
And the full value of that agreement, we opted to include the option, so the full value of that agreement is $126,445. Obviously, there's provisions in there for price inflation. We expect them to start in July, but yes, we do need to get this signed so that they can do the ordering, because the long lead time is on the storefront material that could take a long time to come in. So we want to get this signed as soon as possible, and then whenever the deliverables, the payment schedule broken down by deliverables we provide it, we'll add it to the contract. So we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, glad to see that getting started. Consideration to approve requisition number 1 for the Series 2023B University Town Center Project Fund.
Requisition is for $796,760.06.
Move to approve requisition number 1 as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Any other new business?
No.
Okay. Reports from elected officials and/or department supervisors. Okay, seeing none. Reports from county commissioners. Tom?
Yeah. First of all, I attended the Memorial Day service in Star City, and I want to tell you, it was an exceptional service. Very pleased that a number of people came out and to honor those who have fallen, and the speeches were quite moving, and it was something to be excited to be a part of. I then attended a meeting yesterday morning with the CVB, and the only other thing I do want to say is take a little time. We lost an individual who looms large in our community. That was Mr. Don Wilcox. He was the band director. In 1971, I came to Morgantown, and it was his first year. And when you think of the alumni band and the band, you think of one word, and that's his name, Don Wilcox. And I've written that it was with great sadness that we learned about this. He was more than a band director to me. He was a mentor. He was a great support system, and he was probably the most respected person I ever met. He taught me leadership and how to respect others. And I will miss his lines that he would continually say. He never cursed. He was probably a visionary and one of the most motivative individuals to get people in the 70s and 18 to 21-year-olds to get and do something. We started as 88 strong. We were an all-male band. We voted at the end to invite women into the band, and we voted no, and he said yes. And I always remember the first 12 young ladies who came in, and we called them the Dirty Dozen. But we were extremely protective. He moved us to areas and made us do things that normally you wouldn't believe. He would yell at us when the percussion section was out of line. He'd say, that line is as crooked as a dog's hind leg. And he had great lines, and we'd always call story time and have us meet and discuss what we were doing right and how we could improve ourselves. And I think it's a great loss, not only for this community. And I will have one story that people may not know. University High was heading to a band spectacular, and the bus wrecked and destroyed the instruments, and it was like on a Friday, and that night we played a football game at Morgantown High Field. And without us knowing, he showed up with the WVU band and played for us and stayed there for the game for University High. And that was the kind of individual and the commitment he made. And this is a great loss, and I in a way, I'd like to be sad, but I'm also smile because of what he has done and touched, and I think that's how we should remember him. And I just wanted to take the time to state that. Thank you.
Just a shout out to all the graduating seniors from this past weekend. Big turnouts all over town for the different ceremonies. My niece, Emily Arnett, congratulations to you, graduated from University High School. We also had the grand opening of our pool at Camp Muffley for the Memorial Day weekend. All went well, and it is open for business, so get out there and check it out, especially when it gets really hot. It's really good when it's really hot. But that's sort of an inside joke, but anyway, that's all I've got.
Thanks, Jeff. Since our last meeting, last Thursday, Russ Rogerson and I had a meeting with the city manager. On Friday, we had staff reports and a broadband tag up. On Saturday, as Commissioner Arnett alluded to, I attended the MHS graduation for my daughter who's graduating from Morgantown High. I'm pleased to say that all the high school, I'm not sure about Trinity, but I know that University High was on Friday and it avoided the rain. MHS was hot. It was Saturday morning, and it avoided any rain. And Clay Battel's was at 3 o'clock on Sunday, and it avoided any rain. So we had a good weekend. I'm not really sure about Trinity's, but it was a good weekend for graduations. Obviously, this was Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully, everybody took time to remember those that gave everything to protect our rights to be here. Today's a regular day. Tomorrow is one of those really busy days. My day starts with the Board of Health meeting. Then we have the West Virginia or WVU Medicine Outpatient Rehab Services ribbon cutting. And then there's a retirement luncheon for Dr. Smith, DOH meeting, and then I have a meeting with Russ Rogerson and the city manager and representatives from United Bank. Friday we have staff reports, I have a constituent meeting, and a broadband tag up. So it's a busy half week. Next week starts out fairly slow, but it gets back into a normal busy schedule. The second week of every month is always busy, so next week's the first week, and it'll allow us a little bit of a break before we get into the heavy part of the month. So I don't have anything else. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.